Once more, we are back. Turn to the world of Galarian, and whatever nonsense awaits us in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. How about that? Let's load game. Load. Alright, we're gonna see if we can't find some more friends that are willing to help us out. Because right now, with only 4 of us, it just feels a little dicey. Yeah, no. Teamwork feats can make your party very powerful. Don't overlook them. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do! Game trying to tell me what to do. Go to the basement. Who the... what? Jeranu? Oh, you're a cleric. Okay. Oh. Well, you're no good to me if you can't give me spells. Alright, we're going here because there's a dude here. Surrender thy soul, Devlin. Delvin. Yomade, got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove 'em, tiefling. Oh, easy there, Chief. Don't hit me. Hello.
Hey, Chief. Hey,
Hi.
Dreamboat, come over
Whoa,
here.
okay.
I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Okay.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out.
Now.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
Okay, so why are you in
Does it really
change?
matter?
Maybe.
Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
What do you want from me?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff. If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Hey, tell me about that shadow thingy.
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
So how do I free you?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city.
Well,
When
she
you see
was.
her,
Now I'm
put in a
here.
Good word for me, will you? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that?
Alright, I'll
Do it?
talk to Irabeth.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
Alright, let's go get... because this guy's a party member, so let's talk to Irabeth and say, I need more hands. There are 4 of us. And if you think that is anywhere near enough, boy, you did not play Pathfinder Kingmaker. Tieflin chained up in the Defender's Heart. What can you tell me about him? Woljif is a petty thief from a gang of thieflings operating in Canabras. That's what they call them in these parts. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. Fortunately, we apprehended only one of them and the rest managed to escape. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Heart, but that's hardly a prison. Woljif knows it too. He's been begging us for days to let him go free or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, hasn't he? You want to recruit Woljif and put him to good use? Go ahead and take him off the guard's hands. We can ill afford to let a soldier spend their days watching a middling thief. If the tiefling proves useful, should you decide to take him along? Success! We now have a new party member! Okay, so let me get my bearings on this particular character. Perfect, alright.
Follow me.
Alright. Woljif, I own your soul now.
Chief, what do you got for me? You must be a smooth talker.
Nah, she just doesn't
Come
want
on,
to deal with
Delvin.
you.
Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
He will until he watches me explode a man, then he'll probably think twice about it.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can you? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings.
Yeah, I already heard
We
that.
just call
Thanks.
ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that big sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following?
Nope.
Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief.
Well,
You don't need to
bully
do
for me,
anything
then.
when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean.
I'm good
The
at that.
rest. Somehow. Let's go. I'll show you the way.
Doctors to talk to Sister Charisme. Alright, let's take a look at our new friend. Is Chaotic Neutral Eldritch Scoundrel. This is a rogue that gets 6 level spells. Really, that's a lot. Danger sense, attack. Right, okay, so he can make scrolls for us. That's pretty cool. Weapon finesse, trap finding. Right. That's interesting that they get 6 level spells. Alright, so he's a 2-weapon fighting expert. Right now is double daggering. I don't know why on earth he would take double strike with a strength of 0. Unless that also applies for weapon finesse. That could be what it is.
March on.
Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why, I talk to the spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Is that sufficient? Okay, where'd you learn to wield a rapier? I had good teachers. Although they don't get all the credit, I am a most diligent student. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? Ah, my little trinket. It's so nice of you to notice. But I assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me and I must respond. Please excuse me. Okay, she's done talking to us, I guess. Alright. Lots of trickery, lots of stealth, decent perception. Good mobility. Can we talk to this guy? Okay, he doesn't have anything to say. Alright, I guess we'll talk to Lan. Here for a chat. Waiting for you to come and see what strange beast you've taken into your party. I'd like to know more about you. Let me guess. Your first question is, can you wear a hat with your one horn? Am I right? think Common much better than the rest of your tribe. Funnily enough, Common isn't all that common underground, but your observation is correct. Used to live on the surface with my parents for a while and had a chance to learn a couple things. The language and the fact that every present who sees my skelly mug screams demon and runs away. I don't know if you're interested, but my mom wasn't from an underground tribe. She was a smuggler, the kind that used the dungeons of Kinabres to secretly move and store goods. One time, two gangs couldn't agree on how to share a prime cut, got into a fight, and the winners threw the losers down a hole, dead and living alike. Dad went to check on if the corpse had anything useful on him, and he found a girl from the surface barely clinging to life. Incredible feeling sparked between them, or maybe the girl just liked men with scales and a cat nose. That might be it. One way or another, he got her back on her feet. He later even left his home caves. She left her smuggling behind. They began an honest life together. That's the delightful story of how old Lan came into this world. Next chapter, however, family and I never stayed in one place for long. Lived sometimes on the surface, sometimes underground. Couldn't find a place to call home. Living in the caves was hard on my mom, and my dad's appearance raised too many questions in Mendev. They're at war with the demons, after all. In the end, my parents decided to stop making each other miserable and separated. My father and I returned to our tribe. I think the peasant's screaming demon had something to do with it. Maybe Dad just couldn't stand life without rat tail soup. I wouldn't rule out the possibility. You come with me to see the surface again? No, it wasn't that. That wasn't it. I just don't have much patience for certain types of creatures. Demons, I mean. If they want to destroy Kinabres, I'll be on the side of the people they're attacking. Lan, you're my companion, and companions should trust each other. Counting on you to give me honest answers, not excuses. I guess you're right, I shouldn't have been so evasive. It's just that some things are hard to talk about. My family, for example. My birth, hell take me, turned out to be a great misfortune for my parents, all because I'm relatively healthy. I'm the best thing that can come from a marriage between a cave-dwelling mongrel and anyone from the surface. A healthy child with the right number of hands and feet, no apparent defects, no missing organs or other problems. They saw hope in me, so risked having more children. Somehow be alright. Could have had 4 brothers. This one was born 2 years after me and died 3 years later. Didn't have a nose, remotely resembling one. Only breathed through his mouth. Mom and Dad were afraid to take their eyes on him for fear he'd choke and suffocate on something, but in the end it was his weak heart that killed him. There was another pregnancy and birth. I pretended I was sleeping, but snuck out of my bedroom and listened under the door. All those hours. It was very strange, but I never heard the newborn screaming. Mom moaning, yes, the priest praying. And I dared to open the door. Lillian looked inside. The priest stood there very pale. One of them was holding something, a small object that fit the palm of his hand. Do you know what this is? And the other said, I think it's a head. You don't have to keep going if it hurts you, buddy. Hell no, I started to tell you and I'll make it to the... Know why I followed you to the surface? Well, here's the reason. Turned out that this time Mom was expecting triplets. The first of the babies was born in pieces, and the other two others didn't live long enough to draw their first breath. 3 weeks later, my father took me to the caves. He didn't want to leave. I could see in his face, but I think my mom and he had decided together. First my people have carried since the first crusade stood between them. Not to mention the 4 dead babies. And old age was rapidly taking its toll on my father. After we returned to the cave, he only lived another 4 years. So if you're asking why I decided to go with you to the surface and join the Crusaders, the answer is I've always wanted to. Afraid to leave my tribe, but it always haunted me. I'd die in a world where 4 crusades could do nothing to stop the beast from the abyss, and the number of victims kept growing. I want to change that. Just try to. Changing things is too much, then at least get a little revenge. The ones who are behind the world wound owe me a great debt. The lives of 4 brothers, all my mother's tears, my father's broken heart. It's a lot. So much that killing a couple demons won't do it for me. I want to do something real and I'm ready to pay any price. Call it my personal crusade if you like. I used to think that things would be better. I'd never been born, but now I think I was born for this. To settle the score. Why didn't you do this before? I couldn't just abandon my tribe. I'm their best hunter. I'll have it much harder without me, but now that the demons have nearly destroyed Canabres, the cave almost collapsed on our heads, sitting and waiting it out just wasn't an option anymore. But I'm more useful up here than I am down there. Plus, the chief let me go, which means my debt to the tribe has been paid. Want to find your mother? No. I don't want to meet her, not because I feel any resentment. It's just that she's a half-elf. She's barely got her first gray hair, and I'll be a ramshackle old man. She's buried enough children. No need to make her witness the death of another one. Hope you understand. I'm very truly sorry. Well then, I'm very lucky. I met someone who not only helped me choose the right path, but is happy to listen to my whining. Alright, well what if you find someone you love? Break my beloved's heart when I die in her arms 5 years later? That's a fine thing to do to the person you love. Again, there's a chance I'll inspire some tragic bard to write a tearful ballad. Well, thanks for sharing. Okay, you don't look like you're getting old. How old are you? I'm as old as I look, no surprises there, but remember Sol? He's 10 years older than me. I remember back when he was a fearless warrior, and day by day I watched him turn into an old man. And my father. It happens very quickly. You miss a shot because you don't see the target as clearly as you used to. I think it's because your eyes are tired. You tell yourself it'll get better tomorrow. Notice you're having trouble breathing, that climbing is harder than before. Fingers stop bending. You have to tie your sword to your hand. Even put on greaves without help. Watching the face in the stream, sometimes you catch sight of a gray-haired, wrinkled old man you don't recognize. It's on until one day you come across a cave beast and you realize you can't outrun it. My dad kept diaries, marking all the signs, and I saw it too. Last year I had to help him get out of bed, help him dress, remind him to eat. He got my name. I told him that we should have stayed on the surface, and he joked dodging a goddess was behavior unworthy of a crusader. Meant for asthma. Every morning I wake up and check how I feel. There are no signs yet, and so I know I don't have much time. Do something useful before I forget why I came here. Let's talk about Windu. Sure? Alright. How are you connected to Windu? My connection to Windhoek? I mean, where do I start? We grew up together, trained together. She was the chief's daughter. She was groomed to be the best all her life, and then I came along. We were rivals, but we dragged each other out of tight spots too. Always been drawn to grand heroic gestures, sometimes idiotic ones, whereas Windu liked to roam unexplored passages, finding new caves and making maps. Wanted to be a great huntress, the one who'd make it through the shield maze, but instead she... Better if she died. The death of a friend is painful, but watching a friend become a shadow of their former self is bearable. She doesn't think she's a shadow of her former self. Of course, she thinks she did everything right. The second she starts to doubt herself, she'll have to face the truth. Admit she's just a cannibal that demons use as they wish. She wants to get stronger and stronger, but for what? Never understand what drives her. Friends are more than that. Wow, you really don't pull your punches, do you? There was a time when I asked myself the same question. Windhoek knew me better than anyone. She understood me better than anyone. My first woman. Never loved each other. Maybe I could have grown to love her. It really seemed like she never understood what love was. She just wasn't capable of those kind of feelings. So, can you wear a hat with your one horn? Sure I can, but certain designs don't. Sure I can. Certain designs don't suit me too well. Alright, well. You said you were prepared to risk your life to do something meaningful. What do you mean? To invent a new salad and have it named after me. Truth be told, I don't know. It'd be much easier if all I wanted was to kill demons, then a few more demons, then more demons after that. Good honest rage and no needless brooding. I think I actually envy the warriors who can live like that, but I can't. If life's taught me anything, it's that there's no easy choices. Dying a glorious death isn't enough. Some heroes of the Crusades did that and also saved entire settlements, erected the war stones. Their actions kept the lands of Mendiv safe for decades. That's what I want. Dumb, short life to have meant something. I have an exaggerated opinion of myself. Some scaly freak crawls out of the caves and wants to take control of the wardstone and flaunt Iomede's banner. People can charge at the front lines of the demonic and army and die there, but what good will that do? I want something meaningful, you know, even if I have to pay the highest price. Especially if I have to pay plenty of worthy people who need to survive this war and tell everyone else what nutcases we are. Alright, I think that's all we want from him, and let's talk to... Who are you? Greetings, I am Helor, Venture Captain of the Pathfinder Society. I'm the superior officer among Pathfinders in this region of Mendiv. However, the society's running almost no operations right here now. Besides me, Actually, I'm only stuck here because of an old feud with a demon worshiper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I had to work alone without the support of the society, but I made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. Need any good fighters for an honest cause, talk to me. What about this Spinner of Nightmares? All began with a task from the Pathfinder Society. I arrived in Neuroscion with my team to investigate the sudden death of a famous crusader, Baron Fowlerin. We soon focused in on a hospital for the wealthy where Fowlerin was being treated shortly before his death. Turned out to be a gang of Baphomet's cultists, calling themselves the Labyrinth of Mind, had gotten a foothold at the hospital. They're obsessed with twisting the minds of their victims and target fragile people too weak to resist. The hospital was filled with perfect victims, isolated for weeks from the outside world, completely helpless. When they returned, they were different, almost normal. The moment they heard a certain phrase, something dark woke in their mind, they transformed into servants of Baphomet, ready to lie, betray, and even kill. Labyrinth of Mind was preparing to infiltrate all the elite circles in Mende, but Baron Fowlerin stopped them. He was too loyal to his oath and too resistant to their spells. He fought for his freedom until the strain broke his heart. He opened and cleaned the city of Baphomet's Pit of Vipers. Their den was a cradle of sin and filth. They cast spells on each other, and their loathsome fantasies stepped real from their minds into the world. They dreamt of horrible, forbidden things, and they fought like mad. We burned the place to the ground and slaughtered everyone we could. The leaders of the cult were able to flee, set upon revenge. They abducted my daughter, Lori, served under my command. The Pathfinder Society left me a note full of tart insults, mockery, and sneers. That note, I learned the name of my enemy, the Spinner of Nightmares. A few months later, I confirmed that she was the leader of the Labyrinth of the Mind. My hunt had begun. I'd get Lori back at any cost. Okay, well, later. Hey there! During that march through the dungeon, we never got the chance to exchange proper greetings. High time I shake your hand. Your Beth said you had a friend that's missing. Do you know where we should look? Beth is worried about her fighters, I understand that. I wanted to look for Jana myself, so I didn't distract you, but since you're in this too, I could use some help. Jana and I met in Kennebrez a few days ago and just hit it off. We went drinking together. We went to that unforgettable celebration too, where we got separated in the crowd. So we should start looking from the main square. That's where I last saw her. Jana's a good fighter, even if she is green. She's gonna become an Aldori otherwise. That means she's alright. Alright, let's get out of here. That's enough talking. Okay. Basement. Getting the hell out. Alright.
Let us be off.
What's this? This place has been sanctified. They can protect the area. Oh, okay. They're just telling us this is a safe place to rest. Yoink. Alright. Let's get out of here. Absolutely, we're bringing this guy along. Ugh. Hello, kitty cat. How's my big, beautiful boy? Okay, we have a lot of places to go. So, down here, right? We need Camellia. Scout the tower. Right. Start by heading to the market square. Okay, we found the fallen horse. All right. Let's see. Find out here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I have... Okay, let's make an Arcana check.
My kind of work.
Prepared after a magically induced earthquake. Well, oh, there be bad guys here. We should probably kill those, huh? All right, get up there and smash. Very good.
Cover me, all right?
All right,
I'll cut you
poke
wide
'em.
open.
Ooh, all right, shoot him. Shoot him. Got him.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
We won't falter.
Like I got some high rolls, but fortunately,
Where's that you? Why not both?
perfect.
Let's move.
Boink.
We should move.
Okay, then let's move. Oh dear. Marauders, huh? Okay, I need you. We need to like
Survive me.
kill that guy.
Distract them from me.
Oh damn, mirror image. That's frustrating. All right.
Strike with all your might.
Okay, he'll die soon enough. That's fine.
The spirits demand your blood. Into the fray.
Endure this.
Time to share your treasures.
Got him. Okay. Wow, we've actually taken a lot of damage, huh?
We can do it.
Later.
You are today's sacrifice. No glory without risk.
Make every strike count.
Cover me, all right?
I'm wounded.
Yes, you. No, that's not what we wanted. Oh well.
Go for their hearts. The inheritor, guide my blade.
You
Kill.
crossed the
Thank you.
wrong mongrel.
Up here. Can you not? There. No, you
Forward.
cannot. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open. Into the fray.
All right. Roll shocking grasp.
Follow me.
Now, the bad news is we're actually kind of beat up already. Like, we took a lot of hits there. Oh dear, what's going on here? I don't like the looks of this.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
What?
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It is as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. Black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Andromeda's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
What are you doing here?
They're insane. We've got to do something.
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
The girl smiles serenely as though she isn't at risk of imminent. What's going on here?
Our weapons barely scratch the demons' hides. We're sacrificing this girl to
We're doing
our
what?
enemies so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
I don't think that's gonna work, dude.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Who told you to do this? This sounds like cultist work to me.
Good point. Whose idea was this? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
Good God, girl.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
Yeah, probably the two together.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi. Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at
What
me.
the hell?
You laughed so hard. It made me happy
What
too.
in the... What?
But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Want to play with me now?
For the love of... Canabris is too damn small.
Go to the Defender's Heart Tavern, where that's where the rest of the survivors are gathering, and don't even think of doing anything so disgusting ever again.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die today. So many people have died here already. But we are still alive for some reason. Strange, isn't it?
Sure.
But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
I don't think you're an ordinary girl, and that crow you have there, not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those.
Who?
Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful when fighting the demons, and I'll be able to protect you from insane children on the street. Come with me.
I must have misheard.
Yes.
This girl join our party?
Yes.
What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar?
Her magic.
Sure, let's go. Trust in yourself.
Alright. Let's do some formation work. Right there. Right there. Alright. So Ember here is a witch. She is a charisma-based caster, it looks like. Very good. High persuasion. I think she's better at persuading than we are. How'd you swing that one, huh? Raven familiar. That'll do it. Alright, so she knows Burning Hands, Mage Armor, Cure Light Wounds, Ear Piercing, Scream. Very interesting little spell book there. Alright. Hey, look, she even has she already has Precise Shot. She knows what she's doing and make her enemies vulnerable to energy. Interesting. That's really interesting. Blackened. Hands are shriveled and blackened. -4 penalty to attack rolls, but you add Burning Hands to your list of spells known. We get Scorching Ray and Burning Arc, Fire Snake, Hellfire Ray. That's very, very interesting. Okay. What is this? Major Hex. What is this house? This is just a house? Go into the house. Excuse me! I'm hero coming through. Oh! Okay. Rat swarms, huh?
No glory without risk.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Hey, what spells do you know, by the way? Very good. there's another one. Okay. Okay, so it seems that swarms aren't quite as bad in this game. They don't automatically attack us when they move into range.
Distraction for me.
They also don't have quite the resistance they had before.
Surrender or else.
Endure this.
You are today's sacrifice.
Right. Oh, there's a door here. Opens.
Did I fail?
Did in fact fail. Fine. That's why we quit. He has a +8 to Arcana. Okay. Is she capable of identifying some of the magic items? Got a few that have not actually been identified. Is that right? Like, I don't think that had been identified. Yes, that was it. Well, I guess now we probably know that this is... Oh, this is the mark. Oh, this is... Okay. That's what's going on. That's why everybody's getting afraid all the time. Very good, very good. Take some natural armor. That is not just a +1 glaive. Good to know, good to know. You want some bracers? Have some bracers of armor +1. Which Arcana?
I think I did it.
Yeah, that might be a bad thing. We'll see. Yeah, this seems bad. Yeah, let's just destroy it. I don't want to let a horrible demon loose like that. That. Why didn't you just do the thing and disarm the stuff?
Well,
My tail is restless. This is my kind of work.
Okay, pick that, please.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Alright, we have +1 hide armor. There is just a plain old short sword. We'll take it.
Fine.
Seasoned wings and thighs. Hell yeah. Alright.
Don't mind me.
Yes. A bright future awaits us.
Really? That's unfortunate. Alright, let's continue to explore this area then.
save the last one for
Alright,
me.
more baddies. Don't like that. Alright, Alright.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Cover me, all right?
Ooh, that is unfortunate. Oh, that is okay, no, never mind. That guy is...
Wide open.
He's only got 2 hit die. Divine Zap.
Surrender or else.
Cool. Alright, move up here. Try to get them to focus on you a little bit. Yeah, right, that... Oh my god! That was quite unfortunate. Alright.
Won't survive me.
The spirits demand your blood.
No, I can't Burning Hands. We'll kill Woljif.
Too late for apologies.
Into the fray.
Can it be the end?
Man, he is cheating.
So this is how it feels.
What the fuck?
Endure this!
I'll hit you.
The light. Take you.
They are just rolling like an crazy. What the hell?
Make every strike count.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
This was...
This is insane. This should not be a hard encounter.
Into the fray. The light. Take you.
You won't stop us.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Like... This is nuts. And incredibly frustrating. Alright, Probably shouldn't have done that, but we're fine.
Into the fray.
Continue fighting, everyone.
Like, this tiny little band of marauders has
Light. Take you.
almost wiped me.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
This is why this game can be so frustrating!
Into the fray.
You kidding me? They have officially hit me more times than I've hit
The
them.
light. Take you.
I am going to scream.
This'll leave a bruise. No glory without risk.
Is this a fucking joke? Fucking reload, you piece of shit game! Oh my god, I'm so mad!
Let us be off.
Get in there, you stupid
Can we retreat?
fucks!
Cover me, all right?
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Surrender or else.
Hi! How are you at 12 when I dealt 11 damage to you? It said hit with longbow, 7 damage. Longbow, 4 damage. And yet, he is at 12 hit points.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The spirits demand your blood!
You won't survive me.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
For apologies.
We won't falter.
Come on. I don't know what she was shooting at.
No glory without risk.
Distract them from me.
You are today's sacrifice!
Oh, I didn't realize who was up.
Endure this.
Okay, that was... You are now well out of position, Embers. Let's move Jimmy there. Seal up. Fuck. Alright, well, so much for our help, huh? Alright. Can you shoot...
Make every strike
Oh,
count.
okay.
I'll hit you!
Strike with all your might.
Into the fray.
Let's grease them up.
Go for their hearts!
Alright, shoot these guys now.
Wrong mongrel.
You won't stop us.
Okay, we're gonna run up here. Well, fortunately, it looks like the cultists and the marauders aren't friends, so... Oops.
I'll cut you wide open!
I didn't think that was in the area of Greece, so... My bad.
Won't survive me.
Surrender or else.
One... He's a barbarian, right. Okay, that's what happened with that guy earlier. As a barbarian, he gets 10 hit points, I forgot.
Time to share your treasures.
Guy can't get across his own Greece.
The spirits demand your blood!
Endure this.
Too late for apologies.
Forwards.
Cover me, all right?
Make every strike
Get
count.
greased.
I'll hit you!
We won't falter.
Let's get out of here. Good. Deposit longbow. I needed to give one of these to... What's his face? Lon. He's got just a regular longbow. We want to give him a composite longbow because that lets him add his strength mod to damage, which is in fact a +3. Alright, back to looting. Oh, these guys have anything good? Doubtful. Long sword, short sword. Short swords deal ever slightly more damage than daggers, and they're still light weapons. So that would probably be good for our tiefling friend.
Who, me?
We probably want some masterworks though, because he does get a +1. But just... Ah, okay. I must have missed a feat. What did he take? Here we go. He took of course he took finesse training in daggers, so we're stuck with daggers here. That's fine.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? You can handle it.
What? Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh dear. Okay, move you up. That was fortunate. Can we charge up to this guy? We can. So
Strike with all your might.
can you charge? No. Okay, just move up then.
No glory without risk.
All right. No, just shoot.
Crossed the wrong mongrel.
Good work.
You won't.
Magic. Still alive, huh? But just barely. All right, get Camellia up there. Ooh, that was pretty nasty.
We can do it. Forwards.
Distract them for me.
Right, this guy's still there. Should probably take a 5-foot step back before you do that, bud. Just a hint from an experienced adventurer.
My blade.
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice.
Alright, we have saved some citizens. That is our good deed for the day. Now to do nothing but evil. Actually, we're just going to parkour across here. That doesn't look very stable.
Follow me. Well, this didn't go well.
It took us 3 hours to not pass. Very good. Well, let's just continue this way. Continue to clear out this side. Who? The elf, hunched up next to you, is clutching a small but deep puncture. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin is blacker than any Garundi's, her teeth are fanged, and her hair is as gray as a crone. Her crimson eyes glare at you. What are you looking at, soldier? What you see? Here's that this woman is a drow. Her race is also known as Dark or Cavern Elves. They're rarely seen on the surface, so it is surprising to encounter her here. I can heal you. Don't. I can handle it myself. I don't like it when strained. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. To the abyss with you. Thanks and everything, but this person who uses magic on me without permission gets an arrow to the eye. Who are you? No point in you knowing, soldier. Trust me, that answer could only bring you misfortune. Still wouldn't be any of use to you. Wonder you won't ever meet again. Drow, aren't you? Keen eye for these things, don't you, soldier? Guess correctly, I am a drow. That gives you the right to judge me. There's much you don't know about me and never will. Believe me, it's for your own good. Who wounded you? Notice the city's burning. There's a battle going on. I was wounded by a cultist. Her wounds are so strange. Not at all like mine. They burned me from the outside, but you were burned from within, I think. Hurt, didn't it? Yes, I can see that it hurt. I'm sorry that happened to you. Alright, we'll have to go. Later. Yes.
What's that?
That is loot for me. Alright, well, I guess that's everything on this end. Let's try to parkour again.
Forget it.
No, don't forget it. We need to get across here.
I'd like some time to collect myself.
Okay, we...
Thanks, Len. Yet another obstacle. So awesome.
Oh, boy. I was really hoping there weren't monsters right here.
The light take you.
Okay, perfect. It's failed its fort save. Get up there and smack them.
Time to share your treasures.
Beautiful.
Endure this.
I'll cut you wide open.
Into the fray.
Surrender or else.
Strike with all your might.
Ah! How unfortunate.
All right.
Trying to finish this guy. Thank you.
The spirits demand your blood.
No glory without risk.
Too late for apologies.
We can do it.
Stab you or dab you.
All right.
Why not both?
Well, let's take us a nap right next to the roaring fire. There are enemies nearby. We can't take a nap.
They will break
Found them.
against our resolve.
Okay, this... Oh, these are fiendish. Okay, that's... not great.
Distract them for me.
Please, just...
Time to share your treasures.
Oh, that is a lot. Okay.
Forward.
19 damage, huh? Right, we get 1d6 negative the first time we attack. But we also did deal max damage, so go team. Oh, damn it.
The wrong mongrel.
You are today's sacrifice.
Right. You up there. Position like that.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Cover me, all right?
We won't falter.
You won't survive me.
Go for their heart.
Alright. Now can we take a nap, please? Alright. Create scrolls. Alas, she cannot scribe scrolls. And give me a scroll. Why does that say... Oh, I need... stuff. Do I not have this? I don't have a scroll scriber's kit. Okay. Then don't worry about it. Probably... Okay, so that's good to know. Get us some camouflage. And then here, right? Okay. Wanna no. Assist, please. Alright. Only rest for that much. The water is bubbling in the pot, and the little bubbles are rising up from the bottom quickly. There's something interesting at the top. Assuming that's Ember. They live on the surface for a moment, and then pop, they're gone. Reminds me of something. Failed to weaken the impact of corruption. Sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired proof. It comes as a heavy, leaning sleep, the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. Possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Jimmy Pathfinder emerges from the oblivion of his leaden sleep like a drowned man dragging himself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on his chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound is closed again, but the bloodstain on his shirt betrays its presence. There's no cause to investigate There's no time to investigate the cause behind this malaise. Trying day lies ahead, but how will Jimmy Pathfinder be able to be up to the challenge if his thoughts are so muddled and his entire body aches like after a day's toil? After several moments, the weariness abates, retreating to the depths of his subconscious, but leaving the path open. Turn the next time Pathfinder seeks refuge in sleep. Jimmy Pathfinder recalls that he slept peacefully in the Defender's Heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what has happened.
Onwards.
Yoink. Yoink. Save. What do we got here? Rubbledum the Actor. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, O dear starling beauty of mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called friend a time, but love 'tis like an ocean, friendship a well. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine voice in response from underneath the same pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? Alright, well, let's move this. There is an interesting looking chest. Okay. Look! The door is open! Now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. It really is a demon. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. Pretend over my ladle and that rolling pin. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin, theater director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle, that's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance. The one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I put pay to that daft idea. Oh, I've seen your show. You are very funny, especially your play where the woman slowly climbs onto the chair while singing and then falls off again. Well, it is actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising up above the raging sea like the finger of a giant. A woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below, just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. What are you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art. Oh, art is eternal. Get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to the basement in the next street. That's where our lambkin is. Not afraid of demons with lambkin around. Lambkin? Lambkin, our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry, we know where we're going. Okay, well, I gotta go. Thank you for rescuing us, stranger. Yeah, you did a great service for Mendevian culture and perhaps culture of all Galarian. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. Sure thing, lady. Uh-oh. Baddies. What are ghouls? Okay.
I'll hit you. I'll cut you wide open.
There are a lot of them. Beautiful.
Endure this.
Don't like that, but she succeeded on a saving throw. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Would have preferred if you died like that. Thank you.
The spirits demand your blood.
Distract them from me.
Man, you have just everything, huh? Okay. Oh boy. Some zombies. Alright.
We can do it. Forwards.
Into the fray.
Surrender or else.
You are today's sacrifice.
Go, please.
Every strike count.
Thank you.
Let's move.
Right, there's some zombies up there. But first, let's loot down here. You are still paralyzed, really. I thought I told it... Whatever. Thought I told it to get rid of those effects once battle was over, but... What's going... Oh, dear. I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that.
Find trouble? No, they did.
Too late for apologies.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, let's give him a little bit of boop. Alright, good work.
We won't falter.
That's unfortunate.
No glory.
I swear to God, this fucking game. Not really what I wanted, but
Your treasures.
Go for their hearts.
You won't survive me.
we had to have rolled max damage twice there. That was actually very fortunate on our part.
You won't stop us.
Strike with all your might.
Alright, yoink yoink. Take all the potions at least. And all that.
I did it. It happens sometimes.
Person fell prey to a Nabasu. This demon sucks the very life essence from its victims and transforms them into ghouls. That is quite nasty. Hello, small child. A short hooded figure is poking about... Oh, this is probably a halfling. Okay. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it up against the wall and places the corpse's hands on its chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating, and you see him reach out his hands towards the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, then reaches out again. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? The stranger almost jumps out his skin and the hood falls from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face is free. Oh! Whew! Thought you were demons. Good day to you, good sir. Carl? Is that you? The halfling looks at Seela and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Seela, you're alive. Goodness me, that's the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. It's the first bit of good news. Stick around and see for yourself. You know this person? Meet Rimvi, better known as Curl. He hails from Kennebres and he fights in the Condemned. What? Petty criminals conscripted as disposable soldiers. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Curl's probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if what you were about to do is right. I just thought... Oh, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything about going on in the city? Very not good, sir. Just left the defender's hut. Before that, I was holed up in there. Too scared to leave. We're spending all that time under Commander Airbeth's nose shoulder or something. She's a strict one. Whew, and when she gets antsy. Don't even start. I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last me a lifetime. So what are you doing here? Robbing corpses? No! Grimby Curl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the roads. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission we need to get through. He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on the paving stones. Cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf driving it, and a young man in knight's armor is walking alongside. From a distance, you can see his tanned face and his blue eyes shining brightly. See? Terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. Ellen of the Houndhearts. As he's speaking, the newcomers notice you. Man cries out in jubilation. Seela! I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, center of the demons' attack. Jan Aldori. The half-elf smiles, warning Seela. Hey, friend. Glad to see you're all right. When we got separated by the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away something was wrong. And when demons appeared all of a sudden, I realized that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. I couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up and I was proved right. So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jan are alive. Actually, by good news, I meant that we found the beer cart. So Ellen and Jana being alive amounts to a quarter of a bit of good news. Well, maybe hat. A beer cart? How about sharing with us? I'm sure we could all do with a drink. Certainly. Give me your flask, friend. If you walk with us to the defender's hut, we can have a more thorough sampling of the spoils there. Jana, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the three of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying barrels of beer, I'll wager. By the way, my name is Ellen. Sir Ellen of the Houndhearts. I'm glad to meet someone who survived the madness. You haven't told me how you know Seela. I'll save that story till we look back at the defender's heart. You're going back there, aren't you? Have a reason to toast our spoils. I have to go. Oh, ghouls.
The last one for me.
Endure this!
I'll cut you wide open.
Cover me, all right?
Ooh, unfortunate. I'd like to have hit that, but oh well.
We can do it.
The Inheritor.
Got him.
Guide my blade.
Make every strike.
Got him.
The spirits demand your blood.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
I hope you
Corpses were gnawed to death to the bone by ghouls whose teeth were likely to... Oh dear. What now?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
I haven't seen one of these before. Oh dear.
This'll leave a bruise.
Retreat. No.
Don't worry about me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh dear.
Distract them for me.
You are today's sacrifice.
I'm worried about this guy. I have no idea where this guy even came from. But we need to kill the wizard. Alright. 5-foot step back. Alright, that's a fort save. I don't know why I thought that would work.
To share your treasures.
Alright.
Go for their hearts.
Beautiful. Perfect. All the things we want to see.
endure this!
Too late for apologies.
Make every strike count.
Let's just back up, try to like get out of combat. You know what? Just turn this off and then just like run everybody this way. Perfect. It's a pretty nasty one. Kind of caught off guard. I just saw this guy. I wasn't expecting all this back here. Okay. Take this lock, please.
I am helpful, am I not?
Right. Perfect. Found the trap. Mutated fish.
I am helpful, am I not?
A plus 14. You have skill focus. He doesn't have skill focus. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. Journal. Someone was experimenting with demon themes. Alright. Head down to the basement. Yeah, whatever's down here is probably hostile. You're the blockade.
I'm wounded. I'll cheer you on from over there.
Okay.
Cover me, all right?
I'll cut you wide open.
I won't give up.
I will fight.
I am very confused as to what is going on.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Strike with all your might.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
Into the fray!
I'll hit you. The spirits demand your blood.
You won't survive me.
Distract them from me.
Interesting. So that seems to be implying
I'm wounded. Can we retreat already?
there's like a trap here. Oh, we successfully cleared the blockage, it looks like. Okay.
Endure this.
You won't stop us. The world in crimson.
Alright, take you!
You are today's
Welcome. Kill one.
Do it.
Time to share
Kill
your
two.
treasures.
You.
I won't give up.
Okay, we can't clear that. It seems.
March.
Curious. Let's get here. Hold on, I have an idea.
Onwards.
Save.
don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
They will break against our resolve.
Okay. What do we have here? Okay, something that's actually pretty nasty.
Go.
Ooh, okay.
Cover me, all right?
Immune to sneak attack, okay.
Go for their hearts!
Make every strike count.
Immune to damage from non-magical weapon.
The inheritor. Guide my
Okay.
blade.
So, we're not in a position to fight that right now. We need more magical weapons. So we just need to, like, kind of jot this down to remember for later. Nap time! Go ahead.
How'd you know you don't got long to live? You look healthy enough to me.
But that's because I'm secretly coughing into a lace handkerchief that's becoming stained with blood as my condition progresses.
This is unfortunate. That didn't work. Okay. I got a tiger. Oh, I got a kitty cat. I got a kitty cat. I got a kitty cat. Oh my god. This is the greatest thing ever. No, no, not your kitty cat. It's my kitty cat. Give me the kitty cat. I got a kitty cat.
This is my path. Let us be off.
Look at the kitty cat. Look at the kitty cat. Isn't it a cute, Tom? Look at the kitty boo boo. Look at him. He's a chunky little boy. Yes, he is. Oh, I don't like this. Hit me. Take me. The Warstone is our target. Yeah. Consequence. Disasters. Heard this. I already know. Thank you very much. Temple of Desna, huh? Alright, we need to actually... because these diseases are becoming a problem. Like, he's taken a lot of ability damage. In fact, we need to reload this save, because we don't have any lesser restos. So that is going to take a very long time to heal, and I'd rather not use that much time.
Let us be off.
Let's pick up our kitty cat.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Oh, keep looking the wrong things. Yes, yes, I know. They're after the ward stone. Thanks. Alright, we need to find a way out. Like there. Beautiful. Making sure we're not leaving anything useful behind. Oh, we look pretty good. That to the defender's heart. Random encounter, huh? This guy gets it. Why I don't work, damn it. Hello.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
Okay.
An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
What?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
I don't think they're gonna buy that one.
Looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Shrug, remaining silent.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
I don't know for sure, but I like the answer about the horns.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergal, a glaive made of red adamantine.
Okay.
This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
Goats?
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
It's an aurochs, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Sure.
Damn it, she's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Stay silent.
Sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
What in the hell?
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done
Okay,
here.
this is certainly something.
Back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Can we retreat already?
Fucking hell, this lady. Alright,
Cover me, alright?
I'll cut you wide open.
pretty beefy cultist.
You crossed the
Never
wrong
mind.
mongrel.
You have a fort plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Okay, you're a spontaneous caster, right? You do a lot spells. Interesting. Alright, so move you right about there. Guess we'll just do that. Please do not bump Ember. Thank you.
Into the fray.
Ooh, that was unfortunate.
Why not both?
The spirits demand your blood.
You won't survive me.
Beautiful. Perfect.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Not perfect. Don't like that. Alright, get up.
Distract them from me.
Very good.
You are today's sacrifice.
Very good.
Enjoy this.
Very good.
Surrender or else.
Time to share your treasures.
Okay. What? Oh, this guy looks scary. Of an answer is an answer to. Okie dokie.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Okay. There's definitely gold. I think it's red and gold?
Red and gold are the colors of Baphomet.
Whoops.
I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. Someone has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation.
Yes, you do.
My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector,
Okay,
I should say. I
yes.
also know several spells.
Why do you keep calling me boy?
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe.
Well, then why did you tell me your
It
name?
cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Okay, but what's the point with the
It is
questions?
so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame, indeed, for I've always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken.
God, she is wordy. So you're trying to say that I'm mediocre.
Yes.
Okay. You want to join with me?
Wish to become my follower?
Sure.
To accompany me on my expeditions to the world wound?
Yep.
To assist me in my experiments?
You
To
got
write
it.
errands for me, perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
Sure.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
You got it, lady. Okay.
Something wrong?
We'll go over her when we get back to what's-its.
Follow me.
Okay. Let's enter here, please. Alright, now let's take a look at our new... Ninio here is a scroll savant. She can scribe scrolls. Always eats 10 automatic device checks. Okay, arcane bonds, cantrips, specialist school, fusion. Taking spell penetration, spell focus, allude. Follower of Nethys. Okay. So yeah, just another full caster. See what she's got in the spell book. Really, she has level 2 spells. Oh. That's interesting. Take, make big. So when do you get level... Okay. 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 Wait, you have level 2 spells? Oh. When did you die? Okay. When did that happen? Okay, well, she's alive now. Got level 2 spells, huh? So we should probably get that. Moderate wounds and a lesser resto. That's what we really want. In fact, no, that's fine. Okay, well, at least she's not sick anymore? I guess? Small mercies. I'm not sure how she died. He is covered in blood. Twitter's heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruin, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. People in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, and even softly singing. Doesn't look like typical Tavern Beverly, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. And Jimmy Pathfinder, come, let me properly introduce you to Ellen, Jana, and Carl, fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. This is a mug of beer, drink and speak softly. Me who convinced Erebeth to use what Jana, Carl, and Ellen found for a little party. Look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss have devoured us all. But some simple pleasures, good food, and good company can bloom at bay. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Let's raise our mug with my friend. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Hey, Are we just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little bit. Oh, God! So much talking. Tell me about your order. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south in Andoran. I lost my parents early, led the life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills. I enjoy training and drills, and I'm not afraid of battle, but risking my life for coin takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. You have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die, and I wondered if it was worth it. So in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now, if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it will be for a good cause. So I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Hound Hearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never has more than 12 members, and a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Swordstone line and provide aid to travelers and settlers. Fortunately, death is common among the Hound Hearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago after laying my mentor to rest. I'm content with my choice. Places among the Crusaders. How long have you been with the Eagle's Watch, Jaina? I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? An apprentice of a faming fencing master from Miven. I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. So we got bored of fighting bandits and getting involved in the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. What a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. But you know, the moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. What about you, Carol? I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums where everyone stole little, maybe smuggled or guarded stashes, so... I never killed anybody, and I never did anything real bad. I got caught stealing when they made me choose between prison and the condemned. Of course I didn't want to go to prison. Not the good of a fighter, but as an Order is my witness, a thief can also be useful in a war against the demons. Being a good scout, I can sneak under the nose of any monster. I don't know where my friends are now. I got separated when the demons rampage through the city. Chin up, friend. You were in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Skills will be useful to us, you'll see. How do you all know Sela? I met my noble sister on the road to Kinabres. I was returning from the south from my fiancée and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Yamade. We said our farewell at the city gates, and I went north along the road to Dresden to my oldest camp. They attacked us there at the same time they struck Kinabres. But we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. Oh, good. All my fellow Hound Hearts were wounded during the battle on the streets. The last knight of my order can still fight. So good to see Sela again. Every loyal heart counts these days. But Sela at the Tavern in Kinabres before the attack, of course. He was one of the few who would sit at the table with the condemned. They usually don't even look at us. Sela is different. I knew it the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sela too. I sat down to talk to her. Never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Carl's a great lad. That night, Sela and I went around the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. From all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble. Always find each other. This might not be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That was a toast, in case you didn't notice. Something the matter? I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. See, Ellen is in trouble. Help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. Fellow knights were all wounded in the battle. Bad idea, sister, I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Come on, you're hiding your sadness from your friends. There's no way to live. Girl's right. Pathfinder helped me find you. Without his help, I'd still be looking for you all over. So, Ellen, come on, stop being so stubborn. Alright, tell me more. In truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. Oh my god, I'm yawning so much. Paladin of Yamade, a friend certainly have more important things to do, especially now that Kinabres has been overrun with demons. If I've learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one cart from some lesser demons, but now look how many people are happy. Never be sung of in songs, but who knows? Thanks to this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Kinabres will find the strength to protect the city. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Ellen, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Yamade won't suffer it if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. Alright, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev. I gained something else. God, what is wrong with me? I never expected. It's here that I met. May all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in the world. Miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the demon lord Discari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Kinabris. For half a year, I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. Even ordered a ring from Derek Sunham, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent knightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich, but I still want to make Kiana happy. Boy, it took me 3 months to find a jewel of the same shade as her eyes, and twice that long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek was worth it. Lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. Most likely still at the Houndheart's camp outside the city. Ellen and his friends didn't have time to pack it to camp. The demons ambushed him, then they rushed off to Kinabres. You can at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. What could we run into? My friends and I killed 2 large demons attacking the camp. The rode straight to the city without spending any more time. God, cleaning up the rest of their brand. There's only a few imps, but they might still be in the camp. Of course, this was a while ago. Our camp was attacked at the same time as the walled stone in the main square. I haven't been there since. Alright, I'll help. Thanks for agreeing to help. Helen is a good man and a true knight. The world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Seal, I hope you can convince Airbeth to let me go with you when you do this. I want to be parted from my friends. Of course! If the lead inspiring card caps come together in this dark hour, we must continue onward together. Alright, now... let's talk to you. Show me what you have. I would very much like... a potion of remove disease. That's not good. Need help. Your quarry, Descarite by the name of Kalessa. Just to catch up. Beard. I met her. Certain of your allegations. I let her go. Probably a drow. We already know this. Okay, well.
March on.
Is there anybody? We need to talk to him. Do you know where the storyteller is? The storyteller. Angel, that one. So sit with me for hours asking him about all sorts of things. Never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. First, I wanted him and his question as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that him did ease my burden a little. Well, he's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, probably know what that means. Do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. The library, here. Show you where it is on your map. Alright. This, I hope, example illustrates the difference between Justica legionnaires from the last war and the Crusaders. The faction of form and spirit they were imbued with during creation turned them into parts of a well-balanced war machine. A ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. Now tell me again why I'm supposed to be impressed by a reckless assault. Everyone is fighting for their ego and for the right to beat their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice. Well, let's just listen. One of the Crusaders angrily curls his fist, paddling torch with a burst of passion. If your jests of yours or whatever had come first, we'd have had their guts for garters. Think we've never fought a mighty adversary before? The soldier's stern facade can't conceal his relish. He clearly plans to enjoy this confrontation. Satyrs around him look upon their exotic component with a mixture of irritation and piqued interest. One chuckles before cutting off interlocutor. I would love to see you storm a 60-foot-tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortifications on its back. None of you know those fortifications were defended by Justkin priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They used the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapons. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative researcher on the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. Lecture's over. My esteemed listeners have any questions? What is this last war you mentioned? The last war of Jitsuko, of course, a large-scale conflict that took place 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. It was a war against the Assyrian pharaoh Forgotten Plagues, the war that ended the legendary Jitsuko Imperium. Epic struggle that became the most vibrant page in the military history. Alas, all conflicts that followed were but a pale shadow. The one I am witnessing here. Why do you find this so inspiring? Imagine legions of golem imbued with extraplanar spirits marching into battle. Imagine flying cities that swoop out of the clouds like terrifying monstrous birds of prey to drop forces on top of enemy castles. Picture gigantic mechanisms powered by captive and very angry demons and devils. Imagine standing in the warpath of walking citadels or having to cover your ears to block out the sound of cannons loaded with shrieking elementals. Finally, imagine the ultimate weapon that defeated the Jitsuko, the deadly Night Plague. This affliction was an attack dog, a trained epidemic, a tamed pestilence, striking only those who its masters wanted to kill. Imagine all those tears and understand that no flight of fancy can even come close to the horror of the nightmares that were made real. You know so much about it. I can say without false modesty that there's no more authoritative research on Galarian when it comes to the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. I dedicated my whole life to this subject. Personally visited old battlefields and studied the most mysterious and forbidden archives containing chronicles of ancient wars, sometimes risking my life in the process. I saw a fallen sky city of the Shori Empire with my own eyes. I ripped out the control crystal from the exterminator class combat golem that guarded a Jitsuko laboratory with my own hands. These fingers held the glass flask that serves it's the servants of the Pharaoh Forgotten Plagues used to create the first generations of pestilence that devastated the Jitsuko Imperium. How do I know so much? I saw and touched everything I'm telling you about. Are you? I am Indara, warrior, magus, and scholar of the classical warfare from Garand. I admit I am mildly offended by the fact that my name is entirely unfamiliar to you, but I'm willing to accept that this is due to Aveston's isolation from the sophisticated culture of the world at large. You've come a long way to be here. I like to think of myself as an inhabitant of Galarian, and I don't narrowly identify with any country in particular. Why'd you come here? Witness a legendary war, the confrontation between denizens of a plain famous for its love of violence and the crusaders from every continent united by the common goal of defending their homes. An epic struggle of colossal proportions that hasn't been particularly epic so far, truth be told. The monk with the black eye grins and mutters under his breath. Maybe she can just see it. She just can't see it from here. Maybe we'll get way more epic if she stops hiding among us and takes a walk outside. Looks like you know more about warfare than any of us. Oh, hearing things. So did someone... Or did someone finally acknowledge my competence in the art of warfare? Perhaps there's a sufficiently open-minded person among the Crusaders after all. Why don't you show them? No, I'm a historian, an analyst, a theorist. Do you know when these three words have in common? They describe a mortal woman who does not participate in the conflict on which her thesis be founded. But then again, I will hardly be able to describe this as anything other than a feeble likeness of the last war of Jitsuko. I'm to explain why you are wrong. A debate? Oh, I would be happy to prove that the conflict can't hold a candle to the last war of Jitsuko. Very well. The last war of Jitsuko was waged using a significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on reinforcements from allied planes, and their strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intense design. None of the above applies to this war of yours. Compared to the Jitsuko, we are but club-wielding kobolds. I would like to conclude my thesis with a few words of counsel from Dagon, an advisor to the Pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will need to comprehend the true genius of his statement, but here it is nevertheless. A gadfly sees the The Ox pays no heed to the Gadfly, but Crimson Fever takes them both. The events of the past are shrouded in legend, but the fate of the world is being decided here and now. That is what you fail to grasp. The earnestness on the face of those around you has taken away Indara's panache, encouraging her to backtrack and stumble over words. Of course, I'm not trying to diminish the importance of current state events. What I'm trying to say is that from the standpoint of history, and particularly the history of warfare, I fell silent, fixedly staring at the unfriendly eyes of the early audience. The true importance of these developments won't become obvious until later. She offers a pretensive dismissal. As a scholar, I cannot deny that there's a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline, rooted in fact and an evidentiary beast that grows ever more eager the farther the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith, the way the Crusaders embellish their tales of slaying a single Remorok, or by adding a dozen Balos, for example, I could win this debate. I'm above such things, and therefore forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. Sure, you would have been able to expound on your arguments in a long discussion. Glad we both understand this limitation. It is always a pleasure to face a worthy opponent, even if the debates take place on a grimy tavern. Perhaps especially because of that. But this is a worthy blade. It be used not only for the strong, but also for the weak. So I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, I was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tech to drive their prey like herds of livestock. About time to get up to my research. Safe. Later. Alright, what is this Claw of Jitsuko? It is a long sword. It is a +1 flame. Oh no, it's a short sword. It's a +1 flaming short sword, huh? Slightly unfortunate. Rather it be a long sword, because that would go really well with her. Do we really found Aldori? Is there really nowhere that I can get some healing scrolls or potion or both? Boy, I am pleased with you. I asked you to bring me to safety, and that's exactly what you did. Indeed, having a follower to aid me is most efficient and frankly pleasing. With you on hand, I shall conquer new horizons, plumb the depths of knowledge hitherto unknown, and scale the dizzying heights of future discoveries. What I mean is, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude. I foresee immense potential in our future cooperation. We gained a nice amount of experience, and I'm happy to help. Hand in hand, we will unravel the greatest mysteries inaccessible to the minds of ordinary people. Just imagine it. I leading the way, proudly staring into the faces of the gods themselves, and you, my loyal follower, walking behind me every step of the way, writing down my deepest thoughts, and admiring the profundity of my intellect. Behold, do you always express your delight so effusively? What? Who are you? Oh yes, my new follower! So what am I supposed to do? Oh yes, I must provide some verbal encouragement for your as-of-yet modest achievements, and try to induce you to strive for more of such encouragement. That is the principle that underpins any training. Ah, I see. Your modest nature was unsettled by the overabundance of my gratitude. I do apologize for putting you in such an awkward position. I will never praise you again, lest I forget. Okay, but let's get back to the business at hand. Your new assignment will be to take me to the Inconspicuous Ruins that are located in an even more inconspicuous valley lying between Kinabras and Dresden, as soon as it is reasonably practicable. I'll mark the place on your map with a large red cross so you won't forget. What's so special about these? I'm glad you asked. This is my greatest hypothesis, my secret project. I won't be passing up the opportunity to share it with you, because you are my most loyal follower and are worthy of possessing such knowledge. And also because you're the first person to ever ask me about it. Some time ago, I was walking around the border of the World Wound, and I met a strange person. He was wearing a frayed-carried robe, and his face was hidden behind an odd white mask. Of course, I didn't miss the opportunity to ask him about the reasons for his absurd appearance, and you know what he said to me? He said, "I am the answer, but what is the question?" And he walked off in the direction of the World Wound. Next day, after I had already forgotten about the first encounter, I had another similar encounter. This time I met an elven woman. Judging by the pointy ears sticking out from behind the mask, I am the answer, but what is the question? She said before taking off toward the whirlwind. Then I realized. Everything became clear to me. I know a mystery when I see one. Consider this one of my myriad talents. After all, all these guys weren't simply on their way to a costume party, were they? After examining several maps, I determined that they were all heading in one direction, to a place not far from Kenabres, a place which is marked as Nameless Ruins, even on ancient Sarkorian maps. That's where I need to go. Unraveling the secret of this place will be my greatest discovery. Secure my place in history, or perhaps even in legend. What do you expect to find there? I haven't the slightest idea. If I knew it was hidden there, I wouldn't be so eager to go. Okay, why do you need me? Nino seems ready to pop. Eyes seem ready to pop out of their sockets in surprise. Don't you see? This is a legendary secret place. Nobody knows what may happen to me after I lift the veil and uncover the inner workings of the universe. My mortal body may be unable to contain all that knowledge, or perhaps I will ascend and become equal to the gods themselves. I need you to write down everything that happens and report my fate to interested parties in Absalom. And don't forget to praise me, as I deserve while you're there. These ruins may just turn out to be just that, ruins. In that case, we'll write this experiment off as a failure, and start another one. I don't know which experiment I'll try next. Okay, well, that's all I want to know about your tasks. Well, now you know, so off we go. Did I just make a rhyme? Perhaps I've discovered poetic talent in myself? Let's conduct an experiment. Quickly, say any word, and I'll try to find a word for it right away. Science. That's when thinkers make alliance. Intellectual defiance. Not the best rhymes, don't you think? Well, that experiment was unsuccessful. We learned that I may have no poetic talent after all. But it's no reason to despair. Having a gift of poetry in addition to my inexhaustible intellect would have been a little too much. Besides, I'm catastrophically busy and have no time to spend on writing poetry. Produces a crumpled piece of paper from which Steven takes some notes. This conversation lasted approximately 5 minutes. By the way, did you know that this is the exact amount of time the Inquisitor of Kenabres need to find the defendant guilty? To shake off Inquisitors chasing you takes 5 times as long. That experiment proved that running while clad in heavy armor is not burdensome for them at all. Okay, Ninio has... Okay, so she does in fact have high intelligence, as would befit. Damn, she has no strength. Oh, she has a minus. She has a base value, a modified value of -2 somehow. Damn. She has min-maxed herself. You know what? Respect. I respect it. Okay. Let's save and nap. You know what? Actually, before we do that,
let us be off.
Show me what you got. I need... Ah, damn. Do you not have... You don't have stuff to make... This is frustrating. Okay. First off, let's bulk sell a bunch of stuff. Good. Learn to make spicy pastries. Damn, I was really hoping we could get stuff we need. That's fine. Now let's learn how to make some seasoned wings and thighs and some spicy pastry. Recipe book. A hearty meal. This actually... Oh, this does something different now. It gives us a bonus on all skill checks. This gives us one Imp hit point per level, and spicy pastry gives us extra movement speed. Alright, I don't actually want to do that.
You feel sorry for the cultists. What about the demons? Do you pity them as much as their victims?
How can you not feel sorry for anyone? Is there anyone in this world who isn't suffering?
Let's see how... Okay, he is, in fact, very dead. Cool. Well, as we say, he's not sick anymore. Right. Rest once more.
Nenio, why are you trying to calculate the speed of a crowd of peasants chasing after a thief who stole a goose and 2 apples? Who needs to know that?
Ninio does.
Oh, it is very important information. If I had known it at the beginning of the experiment, I would have abandoned the heavy goose right away.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's got most of his dex back, but... Alright,
let's move.
It's... What's going on? Oh, son of a fuck. Okay. Okay. Beth, what you need? Thank you for coming to our aid. Ready yourself, the attack is imminent. Just as good with magic as you are with a weapon. I don't have anyone else like you under my command, so I can't give you any proper tactical advice. I'll tell you one thing, though. Ready for the enemy to swarm from every direction. Gather from all over the city, and their goal will be to disorient us and defeat us, not with skill, but with sheer numbers. Also keep in mind, according to my sources, a master alchemist called Othurabu has recently arrived in the city. He's well known character among demon worshippers. Expect him to show up personally, but thanks to him, the cults have been able to prepare a whole cart full of incendiaries. Oh no. Arsonists are the main target. Keep an eye on them and take them down first. Sweet barley brewer and a... Okay, let me say first. But sweet barley brew and a tavern and everything. Kate and Killane will surely see us through. Thinking of beer appears in your hand out of nowhere. You drain it to the last drop, and along with the alcohol, you feel a rush of vigor and daring to infuse your body. Everything's going to be fine. The accidental god is at your side. Hell yes. The god of alcohol has saved us. Oh yes, this is the greatest thing ever. And we got some nice experience from it too. That's a lot of them. Kill the arsonist! Alright, so you have fighters. Okay. Alright, we're gonna park Ember right about here. Right. 1 minute per level. Alright. Make us do lots of hurt. Oh, look at the little halfling with his big shield. Whew, that's a lot of guys.
The light. Take you.
We won't falter.
Perfect. We have scared a bunch of them. So, the ones that are not spared... Okay, yep, that works. Now, create pit. Okay, what does this do? Any large or smaller creature standing in the area where you first conjured the pit must make a reflex saving throw to jump to safety in the nearest open space. In addition, the edges of the pit are sloped, and any creature ending its turn in a square adjacent must make a reflex saving throw with a +2 to avoid falling in. Okay, they take 1d6 per 10 feet. Like that. That could be very critical. For now.
Should have listened to reason.
Okay, here comes some bad guys. Ember. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Just do that. Perfect. That has some sort of other effect, right? No. Okay. Touch of fatigue. Okay. Okay. Okay, got some fighters coming in from here. How long does that pit we make last?
Into the fray.
That's a little unfortunate.
Strike with all your might.
Okay. Kill, please.
The wrong mongrel.
Alright, I need you to create a pit there.
Yes.
Look at this guy making his reflex save. Isn't he fancy? Alright, cool. Yeah, that pretty much did exactly what we wanted it to, so, good work, Ninio. You just hang out here.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Move you right about there to be ready to intercept from a couple different locations. Land puts you closer to the middle. Ninio, let me check how long this lasts. 1 round plus 1 round per level. So 4 rounds. This is second round, I think it's been up. Alright. Got... Alright, fortunately, they are going to have to... Alright. Ember, don't worry about anything. They're gonna come, they're going to fall into the pit. Fall into the pit. Very good. Alright. Move here. This lasts for 1 minute level. Give us a bless of our own. God, that create pit was real solid here. Alright. Let's move you up. We don't want to get you too close. Again... Actually, no, just stay where you were. It's fine. You up a little. Blinding Ray? Fire Shimmering Ray. It's a range touch. Blind someone for a round. Interesting. Other than that, worry. Ooh, he managed to skirt right around the edge, didn't he? Alright. God, why do they all have such good fort saves? Boo. Okay. Okay. Stay where you are, you're fine. Careful, don't get too close to the pit. Around there. Move up.
You won't survive me.
Nenio, don't worry. I just love them running right into the hole. Alright, so the good news is that bought us a lot of time. Need to make a will save, huh? Go to... You son of a bitch. Out of the way, kitty cat. Alright. You're up, huh? Alright.
Go for their heart.
Boy, there are a lot of bad guys there, huh? Alright, Lan, step back. And then take some pot shots. Unfortunate. We don't have any offensive spells other than that, do we? Oh, we've got Snowball and a magic missile. Yeah, that was a really dumb idea. Alright, these guys are doing us a favor, and they're all kind of stacking up. So Ember's just gonna have a grand old time. Alright, go like that. Beautiful.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay. Arsonists, okay. They have finally made their appearance. Really? Do none of you want to... He's right there! Alright.
Into the fray.
That's really annoying.
Strike with all your might.
Make every strike count.
Okay, Snowball one of these guys. Good work. Okay. Ember. Good work. I'm quite hungry. I'm going to eat one of these candies. Okay. Go ahead and poke this guy.
Demand your blood.
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
We can do it.
Wow, that guy's beefy. How the hell does this guy have 34 hit points on 2 hit die? With a con of 8.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Hey.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Cultist up here. I would like if you guys could at least handle one of these arsonists. Hey. Let's go up here and bop this guy. Alright. Lon, go try to hit this guy. Nenio. I don't know, just shoot one of them. This is taking a while, huh? Oh, god damn you! Your claws are too sharp for you to do that. Sorry about that, my cat just suddenly jumped up on me and scratched the hell out of me. Can we really not focus on the arsonists? Thank you. Okay, up here, I guess. Please kill this guy, thank you.
Mind over muscle.
Alright, this looks like it might be it. Nope. Never mind. Spoke too soon.
Surrender or else.
This is taking way, way, way too long.
Go for their hearts.
Okay, I don't like what's going on here. Oh, it's over, mortals. Your feeble resistance is at an end. Don't know where these guys came from. I am not sure what happened here. Apparently got some backup.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Strike with all your might.
Okay.
Make every strike count.
Let's just keep bopping them. Okay. Try to kill this guy. Got him. Oh, this is Lon. I thought this was Camellia for some reason.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll remove this obstacle. I'll hit you.
That's a pretty low fort save, huh? Okay. God, there's so many. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open.
They ever stop coming, or is this just how the rest of the game goes?
Into the fray.
Might as well bring you this way, since this is where most of the action is.
You won't survive me.
Missed twice, huh? He has a pretty good AC, so that's unexpected, I guess. Oh, he has spell resistance. Huh. He has a lot of spell resistance for this early in the game. Holy shit.
The spirits demand your blood.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Endure this.
That's pretty good. Some more guys spawn in. Of course, because why should this section ever end?
You won't stop us. You are today's sacrifice.
The light, take you.
We won't falter.
Make every strike count.
You're irrelevant.
This is too long. God, I cannot believe it is spawning more fucking people in.
Go for their hearts.
Into the fray!
Strike with all your might!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay. There are even fucking more.
Surrender or else. This pain is excruciating.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
We can do it!
Whatever. Okay, kill this guy. Thank you.
You should have listened to reason.
Unfortunate.
I'll cut you wide open.
Of course, there are still fucking more.
The light take you!
Forward!
Endure this!
Okay. Of course it would save. You guys just not gonna do anything?
Too late for apologies.
The spirits demand your blood.
We won't falter!
Alright, this guy's almost
Make every
dead.
strike count.
Got him. Alright.
I'll remove this obstacle. I'll hit you. You won't stop us.
It spawned in more. I am in awe.
You are today's sacrifice.
Into the fray!
Strike with all your might!
That's the wrong mongrel.
You're irrelevant. I refuse to accept their statement.
Boljeff rolled for initiative, but I don't know where he is. He's not here. Oh, there's still fucking. I am so tired of this. Like, we're at, like, 18, 20 rounds of combat now? That is far too long.
You should have listened to reason.
You won't survive me.
We can do it!
The Inheritor, die!
Okay. Fiendish Minotaur Mincer.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Endure this!
Forwards!
Why can I not move?
The light, take you!
Actually worked. Really wish you hadn't done that.
I'll cut you wide open. You're irrelevant.
Make every strike count.
Yeah. Really wish. What the hell just happened?
Surrender or else.
castle. So this is how it feels.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We won't falter!
Okay, let's do some Spy Evil. Move up. Oh, that's a swift action? Okay.
Did I mess up again?
Got something else? I guess just drink a potion?
Too late for apologies.
Miss. Plus, okay.
You will.
Strike with all your might!
Still has so much health.
No glory without risk!
The end.
I'll hit you.
Health. Okay. Maybe I think we successfully dazzled him.
Endure this!
Into the fray!
One of these guys to sleep, maybe? Oh, okay.
You should have listened to reason.
Make every strike count.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
can only hope that killing these arsonists
You won't stop us.
is the trigger for the end.
You're irrelevant.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Really need you to be shooting the arsonist.
Take you!
I still have swift action, I'm pretty sure.
Surrender, or else! I'll remove this obstacle.
You won't survive me.
There's a lot of health on these guys. Alright, dead. It is still spawning more guys in. What in the hell?
You should have listened to reason.
Endure this.
No glory with
Is still spawning. Oh my god! I just want this to be over and get back to where the fun part is. This isn't the fun part.
Mind over muscle.
Make every strike count.
We can do it! Forwards!
the light. Take you!
Finally. Oh my god. Victory. Kennebrose bites back and its ether shark. Okay, the cultists won't forget that. We taught them a lesson. What are our losses? Minimal, but thanks to you, we chew them up and spat them out again. Will there be another attack? I doubt it. Got a heavy flail of weakness. Yeesh. I don't even know what that does. God, somehow we did not get a level despite just doing a thing where we fought a million bajillion enemies. Alright, you a little bit better. Another rest.
I know you're a paladin and all, but just hear me out. We go into a tavern, you challenge the local champion to a drinking match, and I'll work my magic on the crowd to make them all bet on him. We'll split the takings 50-50. How about it?
Works for me.
Drinking is fun, not work. I can't take money for that.
Boo. What is this heavy flail? Good. One on attack rolls when you confirm a crit. Put that in one of our other hands because it's cold iron. Really like buy some stuff. Hold on. Said I could buy stuff from you, right? Guess he was lying to me. Okay.
Follow.
Yoink. Alright. I'm gonna bring you with us. Even though, due to reasons, you aren't like the best, but what do I need here? Okay, that was simple. Head up here. Yes. Save the game after that. Good God, that took way too long. Okay. Next. Gusto.
Don't mind me.
Alright, that's good enough for right now. Okay, this doesn't look good. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. A tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you, narrowed eyes. Brother Woolgif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Kirisme. Just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next... Well, no, I was still in shackles, and I was being watched, and the chief got me out, and I came here straight away. I knew you'd be waiting on me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So, a clear plan. We're going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. When he was called the guards, there was time to get away. What happened? That bitch Erebeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Someone betrayed us. I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. Think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? He speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so you'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woljif has been a part of has very quickly come to an end. Their hideout location was passed to the guards, so they found out where they could ambush them. Woljif's the only one who comes out smelling of roses. Same conclusion as us. I'd have said that meant that Woljif was cursed with finding friends among boosted screws, but now he's with us, that must mean the curse has been broken. That depends. He was indeed most fortunate to find himself in a party with me. On the other hand, he also ended up in a party with you. Why are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? I'd be glad to leave like the rest of my brothers and sisters, but in the family, there's nothing worse than betrayal. It's something we do not forgive. We don't forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook either. Find the rat, my superiors. Let's just say I'll wish I was burning in Kinabres. Not to keep living, so I'm going to take a chance. Find out who is the traitor here. No one is leaving. Right, Woljif? Tell us what's going on. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Kirisme got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there, I mean. She rounds us up, says we got a score. Ancestries and Wanders, the one place no one's ever been able to hit. Place that's guarded by a golem. Now a powerful scroll would knock out the golem, just happened to come into our possession along with the tip-off that the owner would be gone on a particular night. 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. Most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job is top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. Did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock, I remember it clear as day. Sister Dalton was on lookout, Brother Melron had the scroll, Doffy, Tabby, and Varner brought sacks, covered the windows, lit the torches, I remember scooping up the rings, tossing them in a sack. One right expensive one rolled away from me. Crawled under a table after, and next thing I know, Erebeth was there. Everybody scampered, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. Gonna wait out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by the tail and put me in shackles. Took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth, and added insult to injury, I never even found the last one. And I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor things, stripped you of your loot. You didn't even manage to stash anything. As the Moon of the Abyss, Brother Woljif. What's the Moon of the Abyss? It was an amulet! He used to sit on a little cushion in the window of Ancestries and Wanders. Sterling silver sparkled like a star. Fine piece of work. One side there's a half moon, you know, crescent. Waning moon, and in the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philman was so proud of that amulet, he used to say, I'll never sell it, it's the jewel of my collection. I used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. Nothing else to look at in Kinabres. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but it was the same. If you sold a thing like that, you had the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew you were always hanging on Ancestries and Wanders, drooling over the Moon of the Abyss. Think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? You hoped that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free with a fancy trinket to boot. Don't take me for a mug, Woljif, I see right through you. Why would Erebeth arrest her own informant? Look, the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? Will the fish in the cellar can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? One of the Abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's just an amulet. Ain't worth dying over. You knew Erebeth's people would protect you. You in the moon going missing on them, and now you've returned. Now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I wanted to say to you. The only problem is nobody's returned the filament. Giving Erebeth a cut, is that it? Have you seen her? You think she'd take a cut of anything I offered for her? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Via Medeo all rolled into one. Speaks the truth. We'll find some knights who take bribes, I'm sorry to say, but Erebeth Tirabate isn't one of them. That's the whole story. Some family this turned out to be. It's just a name in the end. Real family people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the moon in the abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. Pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. It's that important to you, Sister Charisma. I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by the horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the cellar. But do you know what you're going to owe me for that? An apology. Right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. Say, sorry, Bulljiff, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine. One of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. Run, Brother Wooljiff. The family will get you wherever you go. Spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder. Tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. Look into the eyes of everything you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace. One day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath. That is when we'll get you. That. You've a way with words, Sister Kirisame. A way that almost made me wet myself a little, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat to that scary gal, Erebeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. Find the real traitor, and I'll get my apology. Onward to Erebeth, Chief. Go clear my good name. Root out the traitor and be quick about it. Time is running out. I don't want to shoot up by demons. Doink. Then to Erebeth it is. Failed to sneak past the enemies. Uh-oh.
You can handle them, right?
Is it? Oh no, there's some giant spiders around here too. Interesting.
Cover me, all right?
We won't falter.
There it is.
You are today's sacrifice.
Too late for apologies.
Into the fray.
You've crossed the wrong mark, bro.
Stabby or Zacky? Why not both?
Got him.
March on.
Continue. All right. Let's go speak. Hey, Erebeth. There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant among the tieflings? Earth is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. Did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the horns, long horns, didn't fit under it. He had Gardam Yum Golem in Ancestries and Wonders. Shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's codework just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what they saw. Code word is Hand of Irori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Okay.
Onwards.
Go here then. Enter. We'll bless the weapon.
What's that?
Oh. Loot the place, a demonic heart. Oh, got a pipe fox. Gives us a +3 insight bonus on knowledge, arcana, +2 on perception checks.
I found something.
Alright. End of Erori. Code word correct. Waiting orders. About any suspicious people who came to the shop last week. 56 individuals entered shop. Human female, old. No male, old. Human female. Were any of them tieflings? Tieflings, 3. Tiefling, a middle-aged, male, young, and okay. Medium height, short horns curling backwards. Medium length tail. Eye color, yellow. Hair color, black. Special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail? That sounds like me. That's not possible. I know what security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, chief. Alright, see, can't have been me. Middle-aged? Medium height, long horns. Medium length tail. Eye color, pale blue. Skin color, dark. Special observations, red hair. Oh, that's your traitor. Bet your life on him. Does me drilled into our heads that he wasn't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We got a couple gingers and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. Special observation. Well, they cracked up to be, eh? Its master knows more. Tiefling, female, above average height. Hair, long, pale. Tail, not observed. Long horns, eye color, blue. Special observations. Scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. Oh, that one. Stitching it. I'm getting to know her better. Your master. Hiding place. The basement. Basement is below me. Okay. Let's move them.
The mongrel bitter.
To the basement. Boink.
I hope you appreciate this.
Hello, Sir Gnome. Marauders! Bandits! Scavengers! Yeah, makes sense. We're all those things and much, much, much more. You report us to the authorities. Mind if you have a chat? We're not gonna rob you. You look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. Came here to tell me the nightmare's over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back! You Waljeff, you dirty little sneak thief. Sniffed around my shop for years. Finally worked the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken any... You're not ready, I'm sure. Name's Philomen Froltros. The owner of the shop. Not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. Something left of it. Oh, come off it. The shop's fine. A bit ransacked, maybe. Nothing a bit of spit and polish can't... Dix. Where were you the night of the robbery? Think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. Was told to make it look like I'd left. Watch was very keen to get their hands on those thieflings. Multiplying like all over Galarians. Of course, did everything they said. Stuck in the basement since then. Won't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it. I thought that it was all too good. Somebody came up after the guards, caused ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad. Taking advantage of my absence. Okay, who visited recently? What should I tell you about my customers? You're not from the city guard or the Eagle Watch? Gee, if he keeps digging in his heels, just say the word. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. It's in your best interest to tell me everything. They haven't got the tieflings? Well, the city's finest were on the job, and they can't rely on anyone anymore. Ask questions then, if it's so important. What about the red-haired tiefling? Red-haired tiefling? I suppose... Yeah, there was one who came in. It's been a long time looking around. Person of modest means, can tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an admirer-made chainmail. Certainly couldn't afford it. Suspected that something was off. Checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing. That put my mind at ease. Can't remember what he looked like. I remember he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. Back to... Think about the woman... Tiefling woman. Yes, I remember now. Noble lady. Tiefling roughings around here. Purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. About Buljif. Buljif Jefta, right? Yeah, I know him a long time. I'd rather not know him at all. Around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. Always want to look at the moon with the abyss. Chase him out, but he just slank back in. Getting the rob my shot, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's who's got the moon. I want to see it return to you too, you get me? I like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. That's enough to catch these, I don't want to tell you. Be on your way. You need peace in the money and wreck our shop. Okay. I'm assuming that... I don't know what this noise is. Finian the talking weapon. Whew, free at last. Thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under the rubble. Much obliged. Damn, not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's the hubbub in the city? I'm just Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. You're a Pathfinder? That's right. Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world ruined wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting, mostly, but this last while, I've just been hanging around in Kinabres, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn. What I meant was, what are you? What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. Want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kellers of the Star Eye clan fled when the world wound troubles began, but I couldn't stand by while demons wreaked havoc. So I came back. What did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I'm best at is communing with spirits. All folks like me phantom blades. How did you been to the shop? I've been here so long, I don't even remember. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone's forgotten about me. Shop owner's an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here. The city's under attack by demons. Wait, what? Last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. When the guards came, everyone was running around. That's a bit of a blur. Things got intense. They dropped a cabinet on me. Even helped the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. There are demons in Kinabres. We must do something about it. The city needs every raid it can get. Hey, you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone, and besides, more the merrier. Okay. So, what do I make use of? Basically turn him into anything. Very good. Get out of here. The Thiefling. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? name in the moon of the abyss that they stole. A good look. The only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnier, Doffy, and Melrone. I need to give a name. Doffy. Okay, hold on. Did I do that wrong? I feel like I did that wrong. Try that again. Okay. Melrone and Doffy. Melrone, not Doffy. We'll pay for this. Botiel and Hepperm will get you in the end. Who's this guy who just wandered in? Grab him. Take him away for questioning. The resume looks weary, but her early tension is clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up was to drag us into it. Without the scroll to take out the golem, he betrayed us to Irbeth so that he could swipe the amulet in chaos. He thought we'd get nicked, and he'd slink off to meet up with its customer. Got the moon of the abyss? Look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. Said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had the time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultist. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you gonna do now? Stay out of this place. The sooner the better. Said he's dying, and I don't want to die with it. Said he would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with their weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. You've always been outsiders here. Why don't we fight for it now? What are you gonna do to the traitor? She nonchalantly picks at her nails with a knife tip. Be sent to visit his distant relatives on the farm. To think about what he... Questions. Never been to a farm. I imagine it's really pretty. Fields and apple trees and chickens. Yeah, sure. Chickens. I joined the family? You didn't do too badly. I'll tell my superiors about you. Yeah, you're not our brother yet, but you've got potential. Not about it. Chief, you're gonna be my little brother. Of course, I'll be taking the biggest cut of everything you bring in for the first while, but that's what older siblings do in the family. You'll get used to it. I need to spell good things for me. We're gonna be swimming in gold. I have to go. Good decision. Don't plan to stay around long either. Sister, forgot something. But now, you should be happy to be alive. Apology? Promise to apologize to me, loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. All about you. Till next time, Woljeff. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljeff. Let's part on good terms. Don't push it. Good luck to the both of you. It was worth a shot. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you've got a spare minute, come see me. I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting on the ground when the building above is about ready to crash down on our heads.
Let us be off.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do some quick looting. Lockpick kit. What does this do? Grants its owner a +1 bonus on all trickery checks. Just a regular kukri. Take some stuff. Take some beer. Guess we're fighting again.
Yet another obstacle.
I'll cut you wide open.
You crossed the wrong
Got him.
mongrel.
Cover me, all right?
Forwards!
That was nasty.
Surrender or else.
Bad, big miss right there.
The light! Thank you!
Okay, but that was a big hit, so cancels out the big miss.
You won't survive
God,
me.
this guy is a half-orc, huh? Okay.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
We won't falter!
Too late for apologies.
The Inheritor! Guide my blade!
Anything good among these guys? Just some rolls. Masterwork glaive, actually. Bad. What's up with these cultists all carrying masterwork glaives around, but take what we can get, I suppose. Enter. Alright, let's talk to Woljif. Because that presumably will give us a little bit of experience and get level 4.
Psst, look, Chief. I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
So you did betray the tieflings?
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that.
Fair enough.
Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Really have an amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
How'd you hide that?
Thieves have their ways.
Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisma right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Why'd you steal it when you wouldn't have been able to sell it?
Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things.
I'm not sure I believe this.
One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
Everything. Some shiny trinket.
This isn't just some shiny trinket. First, maybe some rich person's just dying to buy it. We need to put out some feelers and see if anyone's in the market. Second, maybe it'll come in handy. And besides, I spent so many years looking at it. I imagine things like, what if my grandfather left something else and my grandma spent that too? Maybe I could have had my own barony already if things had turned out differently. Or got some decent education in the capital. They're all just dreams, but the moon is right here. You've got to hold on to what's yours, Chief.
These are you people who consider you a friend. That way you treat your friends.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Charisme used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Erosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay, so now we can access what you got. The Estoc of Purity. Boy, not much, huh? You really got my hopes up there, bud. Alright, anyway, we leveled up. Grab Blood Rager. Okay, so we get a Bloodline power. Or we can get 2 Rage powers. Do like Lethal Stance. Don't get Draconic Resistance. That's pink. I already have a claw attack? I don't think I want this. Prerequisite for Beast Totem, which while raging gets +1 natural armor bonus. Okay. Let's see. +1 8. I mean, yeah, that's taking this to get Beast Totem down the line seems pretty okay. As for spells, we get 2. Shield as a bonus spell. So we're going to want probably... My understanding is eventually we get something that makes Mage Armor very, very good. So we'll take Mage Armor and take Big. Okay. More wizardy, become smarter. Shoot, boop, boop, boop. Level 2 spells. Let's grab Probably glitter dust. Hideous laughter. Next, you become more scoundrelly. Need for this. Trickery 4, Mobility 4, ability to cast second level spells, and Knowledge Arcana 4. Is there any point in us going Arcane Trickster, though? No, not really. Alright, become more dexterous. Boop, boo, loop. Alright. As for our spells, we'll take... Mirror Image is probably good here. Okay, next, Ember. Another level in Witch. Charisma, 2, 4, perfect. Boop, boop. No, take a point in Arcana. X. Where it takes -2 on one of the following. It's pretty good. Can touch a creature and protect, suppress and protect it from negative conditions. These are negated. Effects caused by spells are affected, which tackle madly. X's, fortune. Grant a creature good luck. Your light wounds spell. This ice plant gets a +2 natural bonus to AC. Interesting. This fortune can create, cause, suffer misfortune, nails. Yeah, probably just gives us an attack. Take Evil Eye. We only get one level 2 spell, it looks like, so we need to make it count. What a good... level 2 spell to take is. Probably hold person will be okay. Another monk. Dexterity increase. Shoot, boop, boop. Take True Strike. Finally. Yeah, finally you. Got some more dex. And as for Hex, Shaman touches us and grants a battle board. Brilliant. Bring Hex. Alright. And I'm going to call it early today because I am tired. So, it's stuck around, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back tomorrow with probably more Pathfinder King or Wrath of the Righteous, but maybe we'll play some Magic the Gathering. I don't know just yet. Regardless, if you stuck around, thanks for watching. If you haven't hit the follow button, please do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you like updates on the stream, follow my twitter.com/Bomb. With all that being said, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.